it's the second day of the second week, of the third week, sorry. It's actually time when we go into the funnel building. So I'm just mapping out, again, just for my own sake of mind, what offers I could start with then, so to make it even more attractive. But these are the funnels that we got today delivered. So it's just filling in everything here. You go to funnel scripts, you twist the knife a little bit, and they look really awesome. So that's one funnel, that's the second one in like bluish. I like this one as well. Let me just show you. So that's another sales page. And because we figured out the hooks last week and the stories, it's like, okay, fill in your hook here, create your video, present the problem, blah blah blah, and this is just sales copy. But you already thought about this. At least we've been thinking about this. That's when you see Steve, the capital is big. So by just editing these pages with the content that we got, we should be able to build an entire awesome looking funnel. And the cool thing is, they line out everything, so all the visuals make it pop. Without these amazing visuals, it would just be a boring website, because the website is always pretty plain, background, one or two sticking out colors, like this one. Home funnel, you could actually do that for your own thing. Limited time offer, yes, closing arguments, blah blah blah, this cut off, but I can fix that. It's just a padding or something. Another one is this red one, which is kind of cool. So super curious, the headline that draws in right into this page. Just the knife a little bit. So I'm excited to do this and actually set everything up. So we're just going over all the pieces that we need for the puzzle. So in this sheet, it already says what we need to do. Roger Russell videos, get the funnel like a cookbook. I got this a while ago, so that's already here. Got the .com. Another great book that you should have, and if you want to know how to deal with adversity, 9 declarations to claim your personal power. So Brandon Bouchard, very motivational. This is all the technical funnel stuff. Expert Secrets book is here as well. Funnel Hacker Cookbook, so check. Download share funnels in my account, that does. Purchase funnel script, already have that. I know exactly how to use Clickfunnels, so let's change things around. And that's it. So these are the funnels that we got. Awesome squeeze page, sales page, order page, upsell page, confirmation page, thank you page. So you see, even though they drew it like 3 boxes, squeeze page, sales page, upsell, it's a squeeze page here, that's the sales page, but because they click on a button here, they go to the order form. This could be whether do a step order form right here, or you could just get the order form on this page. But it's been proven to convert better that if you let people click here and then jump to the order page, because it's a micro commitment here, easier to click than to instantly fill everything out. And because they made this commitment on this page and already on this page, they're more likely to do it on this page as well. So after ordering, they go to the upsell page, which is quite easy, a video and a big button, upsell. So you could do downsells and upsells and payment plans, and we're not doing anything with this, we're just keeping it simple. So this is how the opt-in pages look. Quite fancy. So squeeze page, and what should we get? So the free offer created, blah blah blah, hook and story from week 2 mission 4, headlines and sub-headlines, e-cover graphic, blah blah blah. Then the sales offer is the hook from week 2, so the headline, your story that you told, Offer stack written. So crap, need to buckle down, man. Offer, hook to blah 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 blah. So that's all the stuff we need to do today. And it's 12:25. That's no problem. So keep you updated.
So, good morning, podcasters, listeners, Facebook Livers. So, it's week 3, it's the second day. It's hard to remember when you stay up till 6 o'clock, then have to drop your wean off at school. Your wean is, you might not understand all the stuff I'm saying. It's because my wife is Scottish and I'm totally influenced by the Scottish mafia. So, a wean is a kid, your kid. I have to get my wean from school. And then we're going home. So, learn some Scottish as well on the way. So, what I've been doing today is the second day of the one funnel away challenge. So we're building out the actual funnels, getting the share funnels. But before that, I actually wanted to tell you a little bit of a backstory of my little friend over there, who's always running around me with this leash and tries to trip me over. So, I got him like 9 years ago. And he's from a breeder and I spent a lot of money on him. And he was blue. It's a Boer bull, and Boer bulls are not blue normally. But he has like a little gene that is like a deficiency, so they didn't really want him as a puppy. So, and that was the only one that was left. And when I saw him the first time, he was actually chewing a brick instead of just playing with everything else. So he was a little bit of a mental, little doggy. But he's quite sweet. For 8-week-old puppy, every puppy is sweet. So we took him home. And that's because I always had a dog, and my Stafford just died and I had him for 14 years. And I felt so freaking alone. When I came home, there's nobody who wagged the tail. There's nobody sitting behind the door. So after a while we decided that if we wanted kids, and I want a dog, Stafford has a bad name, but we do want a guard dog that if somebody just lifts a finger at my daughter, Loki will take care of it. So, and that's actually true. So we saw him when he was 8 weeks, and he was blue, and he had not much of a survival chance. Because if nobody would have bought him, the breeder would have just put him down, because he's not allowed to breed, because he's got a beautiful face. It's like shaded blue, and he's amazing. But as soon as we got into the car, we noticed that Loki all of a sudden sometimes would go like with his head and go just like that little doggy sitting in the back of the car, just shaking his head, and that's what he was doing. So we came home, didn't notice it or didn't pay attention to it. So we came home, and obviously a new dog, you take pictures. So we took some pictures, and every time, that was back in the day when you still had cameras instead of phones. That's like 9 years ago. He might have had a phone, but every time the flash went off, Loki would fall over. And we started to notice that the shakes would get worse. And we couldn't figure out what it was. And we went to the doctor, and every time you're at the doctor, everything's fine. So at one night, he was having a total epileptic attack, seizure. And I actually have a video of that seizure, because I went like, okay, the doctor's not here, I should record that, maybe he can see what happened. So he started shaking. It's like running in his dreams, but he couldn't get up, started foaming on his mouth. After a while he could finally get up, and I just felt so bad, man, what should you do? So he was a little bigger than 8 weeks though at that point, when he got his first real major seizure. And I didn't know what to do, and he looked at me and he didn't recognize me, and he started growling. He's like, "Rrr." And I just left him all by himself, just stepped away for a minute, and all of a sudden his eyes, the look in his eyes just changed, like he noticed me again, or he knew me again. And yeah, we set out on a quest to find out what's wrong with him. What the heck's wrong with you, Loki? So, and on that quest, I went to several doctors here in Holland who are all mental and say like, oh yeah, that's what the heck are you eating, man? You can't eat that. So they go like, yeah, that's a fight dog, and we need to. Okay, so he just got stuck in a tree. So the Dutch doctors wanted to give up on him. They go like, oh, don't know what it is, and they charge an arm and a leg for just blood test and this and that. So we went to Germany because Germany is like 500 meters from my house. That's how close I am when the war starts. That's why I know how to speak German. So they gave up on him, and that's what some people do in their business. So I went to Germany, went to a clinic. I actually found a vet here who has helped me with my Stafford, because Stafford, American Staffords, all people go like, oh, it's a pit bull, I need protection. So they muzzled him here in Holland, which wasn't a good thing. He didn't do really anything. But as soon as put the muzzle on, he just went berserk, because people treated him like a terrorist. When he came in, I was like, hi, and they went like, grab him, lock him down. So he just lost it. So that German doctor had a great way with dogs, and has a great way with Loki as well. Has been treating him for the last 9 years. So we went to the German doctor, we went to a hospital there. He did brain scans, and they shaved the back of his head where they put a needle in for the brain fluid puncture and lumbar puncture. That's what it is. And it cost me an arm and a leg. But 9 years later, almost 10 years later, Loki's still at my side. And I couldn't even imagine life without Loki. I had my daughter, almost 7 years ago. And we worried in the beginning we have the 70 kilos. He weighs 70 kilos. That's like 160 pounds in American, or 150 pounds. So we were really worried we just got a kid and we need to take her home. And at the hospital they release you and it's like, oh, this is your kid now, and you're just a brand new parent. And I can remember really good that she had to stay in hospital for one other day, and my daughter as well. So I slept at home all alone, just checking out some little videos that she sent me from my little newborn daughter, which is totally amazing, man. Was at the delivery and everything. It's the most amazing thing ever. Kind of puts you off sex though. Anyway, so we were worried how he would react to her. So I got a little her little hoodie that she had on when she was born. After she was born, they put that on her, and I took that home and I went to Loki and just put that thing on the table and put it in, so he could smell. He's like totally interested, licking it, and I thought, okay, that's not going great, but he's not eating the thing. So he was quite interested. And the next day, when Mila finally came home, it's the most amazing day, but very scary, because they just hand you a maxi cozy with a brand new baby in it and go like, so that's your responsibility now. So how does this all end up with business? It's really easy. Loki accepted Mila, and it's all trial and error. He could have eaten her, but it's the process that made it successfully. I could have given up on Loki 9 years ago. Would have saved me a lot of money, like 10 grand at least. He gets medication every day. Medication is more than $100 every month. 2 pills a day so he doesn't fall over. But the main thing is, Loki's like a funnel. There was something wrong in the beginning. Tried to figure it out, tried to adjust it, and now he's been running fine for 9.5 years. And that's the main thing why people, not the main thing why people give up. The thing, if people give up on their business, it's usually just a few tweaks away, and people give up too easily. So if you have a website, you're fucked. Because you have like 1,000 things that could be wrong on each page, each link, and this, if you use a funnel which has only one exit point on that page, which is like either you go to the next page or you leave the page. There's no other option. So, and Loki was exactly the same. Just imagine a dog as a funnel. We just twisted the beginning, or adjusted the things in the beginning. We gave him tablets at the front end, and he was fine at the back end. That's the main thing I wanted to share. I could have given up on them. I have funnels in my business. They don't make any money yet, but they give me free customers, and people don't get that. They think a funnel is broken if you don't make any money, but that's not the point. You just acquire the customer for free. So don't give up on your business. Don't go like, I just created a funnel and Paul told me funnels were amazing and websites suck, but I created a funnel and shit doesn't work. So now what? Yeah, don't give up. Think of Loki. There's something wrong with him. Still deserves to live though. So don't give up. Your business is the same. If your business would change your life forever, life as you know it could be changed forever, but just tweaking your business. And a cool thing is, if it's getting harder, that's what somebody said yesterday in the group. Steve Larson said that in the coaching call on the funnel, one funnel away challenge. It's like, if it's getting hard, you're on the right path. If you're hitting a wall, you're on the right path. And another cool thing is that Alex Becker, I watched yesterday on a webinar, and he's like totally gamified. He plays games, makes a lot of money as well. Just launched his Spectre supplement company, and he's talking about when you hit a wall as an entrepreneur, and you see it as a game. You have the wall in the middle, and you have your little avatar, and you have like 100 points, and that wall. So let's continue. Something switched off. I heard boom, and that was it. Let me just check. Video, check. Very professional, very professional. So, the wall, which I was talking about, has 2,000 points, and you need to break it, and you only have 100 points. Then you need to go full force on that wall for 20 days. And not by going, like, most entrepreneurs hit a wall and they scatter. And they go like, I should do this, or I should do this. And they focus on things that are little wins, but they don't really help on breaking that wall. So, Alex Becker had a great analogy for that. So you'll be heading at the wall for full force for 20 days. You need to focus on that wall. Don't get distracted, harassed, or discouraged. So that's the main thought of the Funnel Away Challenge. I'll be making my funnel and shooting some videos later on, but I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So Rockstars, a little bit more about my funnel. I'm creating all the assets, so I'm creating all the designs, and I thought this would be a cool way to show you how quickly I can create designs. Let's see, there's a little button here. This is Usign. There's amazing Photoshop on your laptop without actually paying monthly fees for anything. So this instantly gives you cover designs, hard covers, ring band covers. Yeah, and you can see here, so now it's better. Magazine covers, DVD case covers, Kindle covers. And the cool thing is, by just dragging a different image in here and just saying like, center this image, and then preview, I added this, I can just easily create my own cover. So just simply pick like 3 images I like, and then I bring the other one in, change the headline, change the title, change the background a little bit, so now it's black, it could be transparent, and instantly the entire book changes. So now it's like this, or you can make it like this, you can make it like red, or any color you pick here, right? So by just changing images, title, and you leave the rest of the design the same, that's amazing. You can just generate quickly your assets. So let me just save this and show you another cool trick. More clients. Local. Okay, this will save for a while. Let me just show you Rockstar Radio, where it's actually happening. So this is the site I'm using for my podcast. And this is cool because now you can hit listen now and you can actually see the podcasts that I've been adding and I've been going at it. So there are like 6 episodes now online and ready to be watched or heard of. Where the heck did it go? There you go, saving successfully. So this is what I wanted to show you. So I made all these designs and it's all actually the same. So quickly, more clients, there's top secret closing scripts, secret case study for your Instagram, and I make it in Dutch and in English. So my funnel boss thing, this is for the home educational thing. And then the cool thing that I wanted to show you now is, let me just see if I can find it somewhere. Should be a YouTube design somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I'll just show you this in exactly this one. So we'll just clone this one because I was working on that. Get a free education here in design. You click add it and as easy as it goes. I've just shown you all the cover designs, but the cool thing is if you want to have a product mock-up, you can select here a different setting and you make it like for a YouTube channel or anything. But before you do that, let me just show you. I didn't want to dive really into all this, but so you select everything and then you group it. And then you see, I want to make this a YouTube page channel. So now everything gets a little bigger on the screen. You just size it a little bit. You hit preview and it's your YouTube channel. Layout, designs, your mock-up and everything. Another cool tool that I've been using is Designer, which I can show you as well. Designer. And I don't want to overwhelm you with all the stuff, but let me show you how it looks when you make it like that. Equals sales page. So now you generate stuff like this, which instantly makes everything look awesome. That's membership, that's the tickets, that's how to get more customers, that's the study app, that's this. And you can see a white background because it's transparent, so it integrates nicely with your website, or not website, with your funnel in Clickfunnels. So now we just got this funnel, and now it's just a matter of pasting your images in here. Instead of Steve, that should be Paul. Instead of this, I make that other design mock-up here, and after that we go into funnel scripts and actually lay out the sales tags and the copywriting and everything. But this is just amazing. This just saved you 10k. Look at the designs, man. Awesome. So that's what I've been doing. I'll update you as soon as the funnel is live. So, or maybe when I report the podcast. So this is cool as well. Somebody's sitting down here. Go back to work.
In a water bottle. All right, Chang Fang Hai from the country of YouTube. I'm gonna sell you right now my green shoes and my avocado socks. So here's my luxury brand. If you can see, I've got green shoes on, avocado socks. So how do I do a epiphany bridge on green shoes and avocado socks? I gotta think real quick. All right, so why am I green shoes and avocado socks? I will tell you the story. Here's the story. When was it when I was with Dan? That was Dallas. What was that for? Oh, no, it was 10X. So at the 10X event, after we spoke Granite Cardinals 10X event, the same one you're gonna be coming with me at in February. When we were there, after the event was done, I needed to buy some new clothes for Funnel Hacking Live, so I went to buy some clothes. I bought I usually wear like button-up shirts that I leave untucked, and because that's what I do, and I wear jeans and stuff. And Dan, who was with us, Dan is obsessed with Gucci apparently. His whole life he wanted like a Gucci stuff, right? And so after we were done shopping, he was like, "Can I go to Gucci real quick?" I'm like, "What is Gucci? I didn't even know that. I heard that before, but I didn't know what it was." So we walk in the store, there's all this weird stuff. There's like these brooches with bugs on them that apparently is like the Gucci thing. There's lions, like all these weird things. And I remember Dan walked over and he got this like Gucci jacket. He put on he wore it with like so much pride. And he was just like he wanted that jacket more than life itself. And so I saw him wearing it, and then we had to fly to go film this thing in a helicopter and everything. And while we were there in the room, I was like, what in here is like that, what I actually wear? I'm looking around, nothing that I'd actually wear. And also I saw these green shoes, and they look like wrestling shoes to me. I was like, I think I'd actually wear those shoes. So I put on the shoes, and I was like, these are awesome. So I was like, I'm gonna buy my very first Gucci thing ever, which is gonna be green wrestling shoes that are actually real shoes. And then Christopher Voss was watching an Instagram, and he sent, I believe it's Christopher Voss, sent me these avocado socks and this whole thing. And then, and so that's kind of the first part of the story. I'm trying to do my Epiphany Bridge on the fly with all the noise, so apologies, it's not the best. So then Dan and I left to go film this shot in a helicopter. I knew his whole life he wanted a Gucci something. And so on the way out, I told my wife, I was like, hey, buy that jacket Dan was looking at, but don't tell him. And so then we left, and it was really cool because we went and we filmed this thing in a helicopter. He had me hanging out of a like literally strapped around my waist, hanging out of a helicopter. So he had like a 2-second B-roll clip, me hanging out, looking over Mandalay Bay, which is where the event had happened at. And then that night we're all hanging out and stuff, and then Clep brought the Gucci jacket to him. And so she brought me nice shoes. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks, I got the cool Gucci shoes. I was like, Dan, I got a gift for you. And he opened it up, and he was like almost in tears because he always wanted this Gucci thing. So he put the Gucci jacket on. I think every time I've seen Dan since then, he's wearing it. In fact, I bet if he's watching right now, he's probably got it on. So there's my story about Gucci and why it's really, really cool, and why I care about Gucci, and why I think everybody here should buy their own green wrestling shoes from Gucci.
Nice.
So something like that. I would tell the backstory about why you're excited about the brand and the custom, like where you came up with the idea, where you were at, like what were you experiencing, why did you come to the brand name and like you gotta live back in time, like what was the story that built up the pressure that made you want to do that thing?
That's sweet.
So Roxas, just been talking to a camera that wasn't on. So as I put my daughter to bed and she's still talking, my dog is probably just gonna drink and have his dinner or bark, or that always happens when I start a video. So, but anyhow, it's the third day of There It Goes, the third week, and I'm doing the Funnel Away Challenge, and just want to let you know that my podcast is getting traction. I'm getting comments, and I really enjoy seeing the questions that I get in the Funnel Hacker group. I got questions on my podcast, I got actual downloads. So I've been doing Facebook Live. Today went live 3 times to promote the Funnel Hacker Telethon that Russell's been doing today. So it's awesome. And I just had 15 minutes of content, which I know actually forgot a little bit. Oh yeah, what we're doing today, we're putting together all the content. So we've been talking about the actual hook stories offer, how to create all that. And today we got the share funnel and we're trying to plug it in. In the previous video, you've seen the share funnel and how it looks. I know there's a little bit of a thing going on in my mind that what should I do? Should I go English, language English, and just take over the world to everybody who speaks English? But I live in Holland, should I create a Dutch product and limit myself to 16 million people? Probably like 3 million people target market, don't know, or 2 billion in English. I think I just gave myself the answer. I'm just switch arms here. So, and that's probably where it went wrong last time. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Should I do Wealth Rockstar for everybody who speaks English and try to help? That product is more like helping funnel hackers to make money with Clickfunnels. And the cool thing is, there's another thought in my mind. I went to Funnel Fridays a few weeks ago,
a while ago, they did an episode on funnel hacker mentor and how you could promote funnel hacker stuff and make money off of funnel hackers, and not make money off of funnel hackers, but offering mentorship for funnel hackers who are not making money. And that's what I'm doing in the group right now. So after that episode, I instantly registered the domain name, and I still have that. So I'm actually thinking about putting up my own funnel hacker mentorship or coaching group or something like that. And my arm is falling off in a minute. So, should get a selfie stick, probably. Also, there's been some questions in the group, and I'm just gonna get the book because this is video. The book. Somebody asked me a question, and it was kind of cool. He's like, well, Paul, I think you're my target market, and this is the description of you. Can you just add on to this? And I'm like, okay. And you could clearly see that he walks through the .com secrets book. So he's wondering the secret formula, which is, who is your target audience? Where the heck are they hanging around? And how can you get them in your world? So I'm trying to find the secret formula here. It's in the beginning of the book. Traffic, beat, funnels. So the thing is, he was going like, oh, you're probably a family guy, and you probably like this and this, and that's all character traits, don't like giving up. But you should ask much more in depth, what is like the desire of your audience, your avatar? What does he like? What doesn't he like? Or does he wear? Does he like sports? What car does he drive? How much money does he make? Does he have a business? Did he already get started? What does he want out of life? Is his dream to get a big Ferrari, or to have a big house, or to just enjoy time with his family? What are his beliefs? Passionate goals, dreams, desires. Keep thinking about the who question. So you actually need to sketch it out. So if you're thinking that I'm your target audience, you'd make a little picture and go like, Paul, I'm a family guy. So that's one of the things, and my goal, the biggest reason why I'm doing this, is to stay home, help my family, my wife, and see my daughter growing up. My dad never saw me growing up, so that's a major factor. And you should figure that out and write them down. There's a male person and there's a female avatar that you have. What does she like? What car does he drive? Does he like exclusive watches? So try to be as specific as possible. Maybe you make him different than, maybe it's not even your target market. Maybe you're totally off, because Russell Brunson made a book about porn addictions, and it was totally targeted to men, and it were the women that were buying it for their husband to get them out of the porn addiction. So try figuring down really who the heck is buying. Could do a ask campaign and just see who reacts, but really narrow it down. And before I have done e-commerce in the past. I'm just checking. Still okay. It's a shame when you talk 10 minutes and you think the camera's on and it really isn't. So in the past I thought, I'm gonna sell, I made a web shop, and it's like, who are you gonna sell to? It doesn't matter, I sell everything. That's kind of like the Amazon principle, sell everything to everybody. But the problem is you don't have any specific avatars you can target on your campaigns. So by going niche specific, and that's what they tell you in every Shopify store or training, niche down, find the target market so you can instantly target somebody on his behavior. So you find a hook and a story to tell them and to draw them in. I did a selfie stick for dogs as a fake offer that would be only marketed to people with dogs very easily. But if I sell everything, for example, if I sell something that's really common, you could even sell toilet paper in a funnel and still target people that go like camping and they need toilet paper in their camper van.
So it's always better to niche down, be specific. And you can sell one product to multiple niches, but the angle needs to be different. You can target your avatar Steve, and you can also target your avatar Greg or Lindsay, or who has different views of life, different desires. So the sales message should be different as well. So come up with the who, but it doesn't have to be set in stone. You can always alter that, but it's really important to know who you're selling to. And don't sell to broke people. Big tip, don't sell to broke people. So, only since I started niching down and went for entrepreneurs and dads and this, I actually got traction. So that was one of the questions, and I hope I answered this in this video. So if you don't know how to do this yourself, it actually tells you in the freaking book. So go to Wealth Rockstar Radio, and there's a button, subscribe, and I'll send you a copy of the link where you can get this book for free. Not only for free, I give you all my resources. Just subscribe to Wealth Rockstar Radio. Send me some questions. You can drop your question in the podcast on Wealth Rockstar Radio, and I hope to answer it in the next video. See you next time. Hi guys, you know what's happening? My wife is listening my podcast on freaking iTunes. I doubled my listeners since yesterday. Yesterday I had 14, now it's 36. I just tossed in the app, or she told everybody in WhatsApp in my family that I'm on iTunes, so now everybody's listening. I'm freaking out, adrenaline rushing, and I have to quit this video because I think I'm gonna have a stroke. So see you in the next video, and Loki's barking again. I'm gonna kill him next time in a live video, maybe, if I get enough likes. Okay, bye.